What an interesting day in Tokoroa today. We had Bruce had some visitors and some guests, as well as some of my old AXN had come down. And some of the new equipment they brought with them were some of the top helicopters that money can buy, actually. Both avgas fuel and nitro fuel and battery, and those are the percentages there. The technology was incredible. It's a 10 kilowatt motor there, and putting through some of the finest engineering that helicopters can buy. So that motor there, if you like, represents the cutting edge. That's a 750 helicopter. And it's stripped down with its battery change and the control unit transmitter, and just the beautiful light. It was a lovely fine day in Tokoroa in South Waikato, and the photos were just coming out beautifully, and with the brand new equipment contrasting, if you like, some of the old equipment. And Bruce has been down there for 13 years, and 13 years ago there weren't AXNs and there weren't these helicopters, and Bruce actually bought one of his old planes out, which he used in the early days to fly, and then this is the later technology. So this is still some of the old glow plug engine fuel, because as the gentleman said, it's $1,000 for 5 sets of batteries, and whereas you can just buy $60 one of these gallons of fuel and it'll go all day, whereas with the other you've got to have $1,000 worth of electrical batteries to produce the same sort of and then you're going to charge them up. And so that's the starter for the nitro fuel, and as you can see, the board there holds each one of these down, so when you travel they don't fall over. And this is the pinnacle of RC flying, and some of the world's best, if you like, demonstrations of flight today. And it just was lovely, the equipment, and just the colours that it came out. And the guys, when they fly these quadcopters, I mean, this thing was a 4-cell and it zipped through the air, and when you see it there you just don't think that it can do 100 and, well, basically they were saying that they start breaking pops at about 150 kilometres an hour. So we had it well over the 100k mark. And there's my old AXN, and my transmitter and water planes, and just maintaining these things is difficult, bits of tape and stuff on it. And there's that's a real life helicopter there. And that real life helicopter came in, and it was quite a blustery, windy day. So these little helicopters, they 3D, so they can turn upside down and go. And those are the battery packs. There's $200 a battery each. There's $400 there just for a 6-cell, 22 volts. And the old table, which is $49 from the warehouse, keeps the bat from getting bent over. And even on a blustery day, it didn't fall off. And the flying, if you like, with the 3D and then getting into the quadcopters, it's incredible how these gentlemen have such amazing skills at flying. And we were doing first-person viewing today, so putting the goggles on and watching an expert pull 150 kilometres an hour. And that's across the ground, because we had quite a good wind. It must have been about 30 kilometres an hour wind, and so when it goes up one way it's 30 k's off, and then when it goes the other way it's 30 k's on. And as you can see, it's just a beautiful environment, and a beautiful day. Late autumn in Tokoroa, South Waikato, New Zealand is the best time to come down. And Neil came over with his helicopter. He's got the 700, and so he flew both a avgas one with the fuel, nitro fuel one as well as a battery one. That's his, with no smoke, that's his battery one there. And there's a big difference between the 700 and the 750, and I suppose there's a difference in price as well. And there's Bruce with the new rules under CAA require the observer, and so that keeps us in touch with aeroplanes. So we had helicopters landing, planes landing today, as well as very safely interacted seamlessly, you know, and the radio and the observers. It was one of the best days. I absolutely enjoyed it. And that thing there can do 150 kilometres an hour. It's amazing. Anyway, thanks very much. Subscribe and like.